Good evening. Welcome to Northern Thailand. Tonight I wanted to share with you my 5 favorite channels, gardening channels out on YouTube that I recommend for new gardeners. These are no particularly ranked order. They're just some groups of people that I'd like to share with you if you haven't been aware of before or seen before, so that you can start checking out their content. So as many of you know, my channel has multiple focuses. Everything from natural farming to back to Eden mulching, permaculture designs like banana circles, but right now one of my main focuses is bioremediation because of the soil here potentially being contaminated with heavy metals. So as such, I have different gardening channels that I learn from, that I get content from, that I want to share with you just in case you didn't already know about them. So here we go. First and foremost, David the Good. David is an amazing gardener. This guy is an old school, old-fashioned gardener who takes organic methods and puts them on steroids. And I'm not kidding you either. I mean, he does some amazing tests and trials. He does double digging. He has even made terra preta beds in addition to lasagna gardening and other different types of garden soils to be able to get the best out of his plants and the best nutrients possible from whatever it is that he may be planting. He's very creative. He's extremely smart. He's an author. He's a musician. And he's a great gardener. I definitely recommend you check out his channel. Number 2, and this is a new channel that I've only recently come across, but is going to be extremely important for the bioremediation effort that I'm undertaking, is World Composting with Noel Davis. Noel's a young man out of the northern states back in the United States, and he specializes in not only just putting together worm composting bins, but showing you different methods and ways to use different size bins, different bedding materials, different worms. I mean, he's got everything from red wigglers to African night crawlers. His methods and his techniques have actually inspired me to actually go about what it is that I'm getting ready to do in a much different way. I used to always go with big bends. Holes on the bottom, try to get as many holes on the top and on the sides, completely unnecessary. And especially since what I'm going to be doing is processing green waste that could potentially be contaminated with heavy metals, I definitely don't want that leachate to be, leaking out of the bin. Noel has some amazing content that I definitely encourage you guys to check out. Smaller size bins, great results, and he shows you both his successes and his failures. So that's number 2, World Composting with Noel Davis. Number 3, PureKNF with Dr. Drake. Hey, listen, if you see a kid with some dark hair, scruffy looking with a big old beard and an orange baseball cap, you found Dr. Drake. Drake is one of the heroes of the Korean natural farming movement out of Hawaii. He is one of the people who inspired me to undertake the natural farming path, and he does amazing training videos. You literally can go through a full KNF course for free online from his channel. That's how extensive his library is. He's got hour-long talks where he goes over all the demonstrations of various inputs from Korean natural farming, in addition to the results that you'll see at the end. Fantastic channel that I highly recommend. Number 4 is JADAM Organic Farming. This is the channel by the founder of JADAM, Young-Sung Cho. He's the son of Master Cho, who created KNF back in 1967. Young-Sung Cho created JADAM in 1991. The reason I'm recommending this one in addition to KNF is because they are 2 specific disciplines from the natural farming world out of Korea. And there's pros and cons to both, but I definitely recommend both of them for you because a lot of times people say, well, why would you want to choose one over the other? I have a video that's going to be coming up this month here in June that I'm going to be showing you how to make that determination in a very solid and very specific way so that you don't have to be left guessing. But I definitely recommend the JADAM site. He has many different talks. They're all in Korean, but he also has the English subtitles there for you, where he goes over all the various inputs from JADAM, the manner and the way in which to make them, the end result that you can expect from them, and just a fantastic channel to learn from. Highly recommended. Last but not least, number 5, another one of my favorite old school organic gardeners is the gardening channel with James Pergioni. Now James is out of New Jersey and he has a plot of land that used to be nothing but sand. About almost 10 years ago now, he turned his properties into these massive food forests using back to Eden mulching methods that he learned from the master himself, Paul Gauci. So it's a fantastic channel. He specifically for many years was focused on the food forest with this mulching method and has recently started to take up the practice of using raised beds. Him and his little buddy Tuck, who's with him on all of his adventures, definitely will show you guys some amazing techniques some amazing tests and awesome results. So that's it for tonight. Just 5 channels for you to check out if you haven't seen them before. I recommend them for new gardeners as well as for all of those that are well skilled in the craft already. Definitely give them a look. Until next time, everybody, take care. Bye for now.